Hi Cancer, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your love reading, and I've asked for it to start today since I'm starting to do the reading today, and for the upcoming nearest future, like for maybe closest to 3 weeks that is up ahead, even a couple of months ahead, depending on how fast you are and how quick you move your own energy. You know with yourself, about yourself, whether you're really like wants to understand things, wants to move fast, or if you know, whether how slow or fast you want to take things. And depending on what theme, it can be different in different themes where you feel most secure and safe. So it could be for a couple of weeks, it could be for a couple of months, but I feel longer, probably not, because the energy is so shifting. Although every reading that comes out can has so much potential and so much meaning to somebody, whether it's like years later that you listen to it. So just feel into when you click on the link here. If you feel drawn to it, there's probably something here. And as I said, that is a reminder to say that I'm going to do an extended for this reading. And if you feel drawn to this reading on YouTube, you're probably drawn to the extended reading as well. If not, just leave it. So the most beautiful love story for Cancer for the near future. What can we give you guys? And if you don't want to look at me when I shuffle, then just fast forward. Felt like that was a card, yeah. There has been questions whether, like, where to find this extended, and I think that I'm over talking about it, but maybe I'm not. It's just in the description box down below. So it's a little arrow next to the title. You click it and a little curtain comes down and it says extended reading, and there's a blue link. You just press it and it takes you there. One more card is what we want. Thank you. And I'm using this beautiful deck, Mystical Wisdom. Oh, 2 cards. Cancer, did this not happen last time as well for your last reading? So I just want to say, if you have a connection to Gemini, you might want to check the Gemini reading out. The Gemini was beyond gorgeous. Beyond gorgeous. But it's the same. Oh, wow. We have... Or wait. Yeah, you're going to feel snubbed. Because I know for a fact now, it's actually 3 cards that comes out here in this reading that also were in the reading for Gemini, but they were in the extended. I know that for sure. So take it however that resonates. Let's see what's going on here. Cancer. We're starting on a tiny bit of a negative note. Don't click me away. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to uplift you and inspire you and give you guidance. Like if you feel stuck somewhere, some way, I'm here to give you guidance. And I want to start to say what feels to me like a long time struggle. It feels like, Cancer, you've been in this relationship and this is you holding such a high energy. Your hair is rainbow energy. The energy coming out from your hands is rainbow energy, and rainbow energy to me is all about you being in alignment within your energy centers in your body, like you being very, very stable. Like I always say, it doesn't mean that you can't be off. It doesn't mean that you can't have bad days or that you can be sick or anything like that. It just means that you've reached a point in your life where you are a very emotionally mature person. You can really see things from a lot of different perspectives, and you're like the calm one. You're the cool one. Having arguments with you is probably the best thing, because it's not about winning for you, it's about really coming to a resolution for you. But I feel like since this is a love reading, there's something about you just have been given it your all. It's just, it is just, you don't have to be a card reader to get this one. Like, you just look at this card. It's like you're fighting. You want so much to fix this relationship. It's like you're okay, actually 2 stories are coming through here. So the first story is that you are in, or have been in, let's see how the story unfolds here with the next cards out. The next cards are beautiful. It is about you having been or are in a relationship where I feel like you brought everything to the table. You kept your energy. You've been like fighting for this relationship to work out. Maybe wanting to go to therapy, maybe wanting to like put like, well, let's do date night once a week or once a month. Let's shift things around then, so that we can connect with each other again. Or I feel like you have really, really tried, and like you look at this card, how much you pour out of yourself, but this is just being rejected over and over again. It's like it's the person that you're trying so hard to reach or connect with just won't have it. And the one that stands out the most here for me is this woman being like having her head bent down like that, and she has a blindfold, like she does not want to see. And obviously this can be a man, this can be a man Cancer. There's something about you wanting this to work out, and your partner just won't have any of it. And I mean, it can be vice versa. It can't take whatever resonates with you. And if you're here from like, I usually say this, it feels like it's a bit of a kinky word, cross-watcher. I learned recently that a cross-watcher just means that you're here and watching. If there's somebody that you're concerned about, or a partner that you love or that you want to be in a relationship with or whatever, and you know what sign they are, you might be here watching their sign. And so if you are, this could also be you. Like you have tried so hard. Like you could be a Libra watching this video, and Libra or Taurus, you've just, poured your heart out, and your Gemini person just won't have any of it. And the other story, please bring it back. Yes. The other story is that you have been single forever, Cancer, and it feels like you've been wanting to meet somebody. You maybe even have sent out, like, been on internet dating, even went on a few dates. And I feel like there's something about sent out a message to somebody, or sent out, like you send a text message, or you email them, or you reached out for in some sort of way on social media. You've reached out to somebody or several people, and it's like it's been dead. It's like there's no return. There's no coming back from the connections that you want to make. And that is a good thing, because I feel like that those people you were not supposed to be with. It's not that you're so bad that they don't want to be with you. It's just there's a better path. There's something better coming for you. And then these, I can't remember now how they came out, but I want to start here. So here is like, now we're moving out of this situation. So let's start with that you were in this relationship, and that you put really everything on the table. You brought as much as you could. Or if this is your person and you know that they brought as much as they could, and you just don't feel it, you just don't want this anymore. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that somebody is mean to the other, or that somebody has treated somebody really bad, or somebody did something really bad. This could just be that some of you guys just don't feel it anymore. You just don't feel it anymore, or they just don't feel it anymore. And I feel like you're coming out of this situation now. Do I feel like you're coming out of this situation reconnecting with each other right now? If you want to hear that, I don't feel that. I don't feel that. It doesn't matter that what I'm saying is correct. This is a general reading. So if I say, for instance, this is so important. because I say something doesn't necessarily make it true. So you have to try it on now, like you try on a sweater. Now you try it on, like you do with everything else. You try it out first. But it's like people say things and you just okay, then I'm gonna take it. But it's like, try it on like a sweater, or try it on like you're gonna buy a car. Try it on. If my opinion, if my guidance, my advice here, that comes through, if I'm saying I don't see you guys coming together, and I feel like you aren't coming back together, I feel like you're going to go separate ways here. For the most part, the majority of the Cancer group that is here listening to this message, I think you were drawn here to hear that you're not going to end up back together. That is the feeling, that is the guidance coming through here. You probably, if you are going to go back together with them, were drawn to another channel where you would have a completely different reading, and you listened into the Cancer reading and they said, I see you guys coming back together. That would be you attracting the thing that you needed to hear, because that was your journey. But sometimes what I feel, as I said that it says 11 on the clock, so it's very much in alignment with what I'm trying to say here. Sometimes, because you're also, it looks like we're trying to get this love relationship to work. It looks like we're wanting to do something at work. It looks like we're doing something on our path. And simultaneously is what I feel. There's always this ongoing work with your connection to spirit, with your just evolving yourself, just being on this personal growth path, always simultaneously, like going on at the same time as everything else that you do. So even though I say, I don't see you guys coming back together, and you're at the same time practicing to really start to trust your gut instinct, trust your intuition, what your own guidance is saying, something like that, how do you know that that is true, that you're not going to come back together? Because if you take my words and you listen to them, you try them on, not just listen, not just hear what I said, but feel them, try it on like a sweater, that your guys are not going to come back together. This is you actually coming out of this situation, and it is so perfectly fine for you, which I think it is. But still, try this on, and if what I'm saying makes you want to you just feel it in every, you might be sad because you feel somewhere that it's true. It might bring you to tears because you just know it and there's some sort of relief in it, but it brings you sadness because you wanted it to work. It doesn't mean that you're going to go your different, it doesn't mean that you're not going to go your different ways, because you are, but it can still bring you to tears. It can still suck, because you tried so hard. But if you feel like on every fiber of your being, like in your cells, that is just not true, those words that I say can actually be guidance for you, because it makes it so clear. If you were a bit up and down, if you're a bit like, I don't really know what to choose, and somebody bluntly puts it out there that you're not going to continue together, that's when you can that's when you feel like that is a relief. It feels like it's somewhat of a relief to you. Yeah, I know somewhere that we're not going to continue. I just needed somebody to validate what I already know. Or having those words said so clear to you, you will feel like, and it's not you being stubborn, that's not you not having, can't let go. You will find out if you can't let go. That's another story. That's you maybe being a bit codependent, or that's another energy. I'm just saying, trust your gut feeling on this one. For the majority of you guys, you're moving out of this situation. We're moving into warmer climate, and I have to say, when she comes out, she reminds me of the Statue of Liberty and Fredsgudinnan, I would say in Swedish. So some type of New York connection maybe, but what is mainly presented here is that it is going to bring you freedom. It is going to bring you a sense of freedom, because you tried for so long to make this work. And so when you finally let go of the relationship, or if they finally let go of you, it will be an instant feeling of relief, an instant feeling of freedom, because it was such a struggle. Okay. If you're single, this is you moving out of those single days. Your single days are over. Now we're coming to the choice card. And now it's like you're having a choice to either continue to fight for this relationship that you've been fighting for forever, and you feel like it's a dead end. You know somewhere that it's a dead end. You're just trying to hang on for dear life because it feels quite scary to let go. You have a choice now to let go of what was really stagnant and what sort of, it brought you down. I feel like hindering all that much energy for you, put all that beautiful energy out there. It's like you're trying to give somebody a compliment. This is a very light level of what you've been through. If you're trying to give somebody a compliment, if you're complimenting somebody saying they're so beautiful, like your hair looks beautiful today, I don't think so. Like it falls flat. Like you just gave something beautiful and it's like somebody just smashes you in the face, like not receiving that compliment. So I always try like vice versa. If somebody gives me a compliment, I'm trying not to like put it down, even though maybe I have trouble to receive it. For their sake, I'm trying to say thank you for saying that. I might not agree, or I might not feel secure enough to agree with them, but I will agree with their comment. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. That allows for the energy to continue to flow through. It is something that goes through. This is you. This is you giving compliments to your person or your now ex, and they just over and over and over just smashed it back in your face. That is just you complimenting them over and over again, and they're just saying no, I don't think so, no, I won't have any of it. It just kills the energy, and soon enough it will start to bring you down. I feel like it has to come to a certain point where you, instead of depleting, is that what you say? Utplåna. Deplete. I think it's deplete yourself. Now you have to make a choice. Like we're stepping out of this now. And the choice is to like hang on here or to move forward. And also for single Cancer, I feel like this is a choice to sort of tell a new story, or at least stop telling the old story. Like I've been single forever. Are you dating somebody? No. And I haven't for 10 years or like 3 years or like whatever it is. Like it is instead making a new choice, making a choice to telling a new story that, you know, this is going on. I was single, maybe a single parent even. And let's just put this behind us. I always see this as a little creek in between here. And now we're choosing, like we're crossing the river, and we're choosing to tell a new story. And the new story is that you're holding a soulmate couple. You're holding you're pairing up with somebody, and you're holding it in the palm of your hand. It's a unicorn couple. You're holding it in the palm of your hand. And we're starting anew. And even though you don't see evidence of it yet, or even though it hasn't happened yet, that's the story you want to start to tell, or at least like on the insides. Are you seeing someone? I sure am in the near future. Well, are you are you on those like internet dating sites? Is that what? I'm so looking forward to it. That just to stick, no matter how stupid it looks, or like it's none of their business really. But I think you feel like you just want to have that someone. You don't want to have just that someone. You want to have your person. And so you've been taking your time to wait them out. You've been taking your time to meet the person that you're supposed to be with. Okay? Not just any person, but the person. It's a choice to now tell a new story, guys. And when I feel like you're in this relationship where you poured your heart out, this for you guys, this becomes the story. And I don't think I've said this before, but the program reverses the images on the card. So don't ask why. It just is. This is what it feels like. Do we want to move from do I want to do this maybe? So now we're coming from here. It's a quite stale. Well, it's like they're traveling in this direction. Sorry. They're traveling in this direction. Like, it's almost quite telling of the colors even. It's like a bit blue and dark and like without color. And here we're stepping into this beautiful Leo. It might be a Leo connection that you have. Like, there might be a Leo that you will deal with in the future. You might have strong Leo in your chart. It might be, sorry for itching. When the energy is coming through, I'm starting to itch all of a sudden. It's like it's itch everywhere. So I'm doing this. If it bugs you, you know why. I can't stop it. The minute I step out of the energy, it stops. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so it feels like this is the blue uncolored situation. Now you have a choice to choose something new. We have a choice to move away from the partnership that hasn't worked before and step into this new gorgeous energy. And you've been single forever, telling the old stale story. We can step out of that now and choose to tell a new story, which is this one. And so I'm just going to drop those now. And this is what we're going to step into. Whether you're single or whether you're in a committed relationship and you want out of it or they want out of it with you, from you. This is the sun rising. You're dressed in sunflowers, like the sun is going to shine again. This is the person that you're about to meet. The person that you're about to meet could be a Leo. It could be that you're a Leo who's watching this Cancer and you are waiting for them to either step out of their relationship because you want to be with them, or for them to sort of get ready, if they're single, to get ready for you. You might not even, well, you're here to watch this video, so you are pretty sure. But yeah, however this resonates with you, however situation, this is working out for you, you take that to heart. And also what I feel with this is that there's, whether you come out of a relationship or are just about to come out of a relationship, or whether you're single, there's a strength to you. The Leo card is a strength card. It's like you're so freaking undeniable. You're so unshakable at this point. And I get it. If you've been pouring your heart out, if you've been trying every situation, like every perspective, and it just doesn't work, you just have to come up with new ideas. You have to just be innovative. You have to sort of almost reinvent yourself. And you become resilient. Is that what you say? You become strong-hearted. There's strength definitely being born out of this situation. You're becoming so strong. So however tough it's been to be single for that long, just dating around maybe, or to be in this very, maybe even toxic relationship, this is the payoff. Like, it's going to be all worth it. You're going to feel like it's going to be all worth it, because stepping into this energy, you're going to attract something completely different. So let's see what it is that we're going to attract. Let's just continue the story. This might be too soon for you to hear. You might be upset because the now current relationship doesn't work out, or that you've just realized that you have to leave them and it feels like it sucks, or somebody just wants to leave you and you're really upset and sad about it. Then I get that it's tough to just move on. That's why I say sometimes you just need a bit of time, and depending on how fast you are to shift into something new. But let's see what comes out first. I'm just understanding that it sometimes can be a bit tough to just hear about the new future when you sort of haven't really moved out from the old one yet. Okay, let's just start with that. Yeah, it's almost the same card. It's just a slightly different vibe. So I feel for some of you, so this is the tiger vesting, but it's also blossoming. It's like the tiger within you is blossoming. The word tiger is being used very much in the Americas. I know for a fact. Yeah, just it could be a name for somebody, tiger. For some of you guys, not everybody that's in a relationship, there could have been kids involved, and then you just need reassurance that the kids are fine. The kid is resting there. The kid is just completely fine, being with you on this path. Like, it's okay, mom, it's okay, dad, if you have to end this relationship. Actually, I will feel better if you're not in this relationship any longer. Like, you want to show love to your kids. You want to show them how it's supposed to look and feel in a relationship, and they will be better off for you guys separating as well. If you're single, I feel like this is you, like, resting against this powerhouse, like this. That's why I say it's so similar to this. It's like the strength card comes out, and it's such a, you're not in everybody's face just because you are becoming very strong or becoming more of who you are. This is your inner child sort of just resting against that. Those people who are very, you feel instant respect for them. They're very, like, they don't have to yell. Like, they don't have to show off. They don't have to name drop. They don't have to show how much money they have, because they're really, really confident. And I feel like this is you, like, learning to deal with your confidence or something like that. Like, I'm not saying learning to deal with your confidence in a way that you don't know how to be confident. This is you becoming confident. This is you feeling more confidence in your life, in your body. But it's more like, I'm now dealing with feeling this confident and how that's being presented. Not that it matters, but it's something that you're resting in it. You're really resting in it, and it's really beautiful. But like I said, for some of you guys, you need to hear that your kids are fine. Your kids are being protected. They're looked over. They're just gorgeous and fine. I want one more. I feel like I want more here. And then I'm going to take it to the extended. Yeah. So if we start with, what should we start with? Yeah, okay. So if we come out from, because it's an if. You're making the choice. You're making the choice, Cancer. If you come out of this relationship, here's the most gorgeous card ever. It's called Dragonfly. It says Dragonfly on the bottom. Live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. Dragonfly, you know what a dragonfly looks like. In Swedish, I would call that a trollslända. And you can see for a fact that is not a trollslända. That is a dragon with fly wings. So they've combined, what I then have started to say about this card is my hybrid card. The hybrid card is you blending two. So if you come out of this relationship that you've been in, I feel like this is where you're at right now. There's a bit of the old and a bit of the new, and take that however you want. If you're the dragon and that's the new and the fly wings are the old, or vice versa, it doesn't really matter. It just speaks about how you blended the two. You have a bit of the old and a bit of the new, and you're blending them together, or we're moving forward. This is very much you, I feel. This is very much where you're at right now. But the thing is that the polar bear doesn't stop for anything. It's on the move, and it's just on the bottom, moving forward. Get ready for positive change. So this is you, and this is where you're headed. And then for single people, I feel like this is talking about you. This is you meeting your person, blending your lives, blending the two energies together. Coming together with your partner, with the person that you're supposed to be with, makes for a beautiful hybrid. And so I think because it's a hybrid, because it's not like shown as the perfect twin, that they sort of almost look like you, There could be some time difference. There could be some age difference. It could be like they have a different nationality from you. They could have a different religion from you. They could be like it could be in a different country. It doesn't even have to be that they have a different nationality or different religion or anything like that. It's just that they're on different continents or something like that. It's not exactly the same. It's a hybrid, if that makes any sense. So you're single person, not single for very much longer, because this is your person coming in. Okay, I'm going to continue the reading in the extended. If you feel drawn to it, please come visit me there. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week from now. Take care. Bye.